Hey, this is what we're targeting. This is what we're targeting. No, just kidding. That's my door stop right now. That bird cage thing is what I was holding the door shut with, because after several people living in this thing over the years, the handle finally got snapped off. So all I can do is push it shut, and then I was pushing that there, putting that there to hold the door kind of shut. Keep mice out anyway. Discourage the cat. But that's frozen to the ground. So my catwalk grate ramp. Just the other night, we talked about doing things with our brains instead of our brawn, especially since he got in the accident. It's feeling a little bit less like the bull that he is traditionally. But he mentioned don't reinvent the wheel, and then he talked about the inclined plane and the fact that my son had when he built the porch, he put a ramp on it because Lola was up and down it in a wheelchair. And it's a lot easier to bring firewood up a ramp in a wheelbarrow than it is up 4 steep stairs. So I came over here and I had my two-wheeler loaded heavy with wood. You can see so that still wheels are probably, but anyway, so I went over to the fire when Brother Jerry and Brother Shannon were here. We had a fire there and had a really nice gathering of people, and can't quite see it there. Big fire ring there. So I got the grate from over there, and I had this one broken cinder block there that I've been using as a step. Well, I have to be real careful because it's uneven, and I want to fix it with some better ones. So I put a rock there and 2 rocks there, and it's real solid. Now the problem is, under an ice storm, I got to be careful. So I hold on to the handle of the trailer while I'm coming down. So I'd gotten with the golf cart before the ice freeze. I'm glad I did it. Under this metal is a whole bunch of firewood. It's really cold firewood, and it had gotten wet, so it's going to be iced over. So I'm going to bust this off. I'll do a different video, get that all cleaned off, and then get it out there. Things that can be, 2 different things can be done. This is a portable sauna, a 1-person sauna. So if I set that up, throw a tarp over it, that'll be a firewood thing that'll look a lot neater than this. And I'll probably be able to find a cover. I mean, we had the thing that came with it, but it's gone. This is the Porta-Heat. It's got a rotating damper that's going to be frozen. It's probably, the original pin hinges were busted. I loaned it out 2 or 3 times. Came back busted, and they never fixed it. So John, my friend's son, is a good welder, and he welded it, and I'm not even going to try to force it open, but I've got it full of, that's where I found my poker, my magic cattle panel poker. So, good stove. It's bigger, you can put a lot more wood in that than the outfitter, because it's a square. That thing, if I had that going and loaded it with them, had a whole bed of coals, and I could cram that thing square with those ties and probably burn that thing 50 hours. So, but I'm not going to, because it's not in there, and I like the outfitter. All right, so that's it. I'm going to shut this one off. I'll just do a little series here on my little project here. So I'm going to take the bag over here, and I got to be careful even on this. Be careful where I'm walking, because I do not want to fall. I'm going to take this bag and load it up. All right, this is Jerry Diamond. If you're listening to this, you are the remnant.